Education Department says preparations for the opening of classes next month are on track. How ready is the country's education sector? Joining us now live via Zoom is Education Spokesperson, Undersecretary Annalyn Sevilla. Good morning and thank you for joining us today, USEC.
Good morning, Ruth, and to all the viewers of our program CNN Philippines. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
USEC, the President is expected to detail yung accomplishments ng administration and then plans for the next 2 years. No? Sa education sector, ano po ba yung masasabi niyong naging accomplishments of the government last year?
Yeah, for the last school year, we were able to cater to 27 million students. This is a combination of public and private students. 23 million are coming from the public and 4 million are from the private. And about 95% of our elementary school age children are in school. At nakakatapos po ang 97% of these elementary learners. 83% of our school age children are in school and 80% of them are able to complete. How about dun po sa senior high school? This is the new program and we are into the 4th year of the implementation of our additional 11 and 12. The main challenge actually, Ruth, is actually on the quality, and this was manifested in our 2019 PISA results, particularly on the reading and mathematics, and that is the reason why we have launched the Sulong Edukalidad, and this is the initiative that we want to address and, of course, look into the quality issue. It also doesn't mean that we're not worried about the access. There is access gap still, but we want to pivot to the quality, and this is reflected into the financial resources that we are proposing for the last 3 years that our administration is here. Reform education management and governance is very important as well. For now, we are preparing Ruth for the basic education learning continuity plan. And this is the response of our government through the Department of Education that we continue learning despite the pandemic, but of course ensuring the health, safety, and well-being of our teachers, learners, and the parents as well.
USEC, na-mention nyo na yung challenges and ayan na nga sinabi nyo na rin yung learning in this time of pandemic. Kamusta naman po yung preparations natin for the opening of classes? Scheduled pa rin yan, no? August 24 po.
Yeah, actually we have less than a month. Today is July 27, August 24. We are on the go. Everyone is preparing for it. Learning resources or the learning materials is actually the priority because we are now shifting to the blended learning. And blended learning means even if there's no face-to-face, and that, I repeat, the proposal of the DepEd has been approved by the President, no face-to-face until December. August 24 is school opening, but this means that students or learners will not need to go to the physical school, and we will reach out to them by giving them the modules or the online learning for those who are capable or are available for the equipment and facilities. We also have the TV and radio broadcasting. And all of this has been done because of the true spirit of bayanihan. Our local government units have been very cooperative and they're helping us with this. In terms of preparation, Ruth, we are almost every day, even weekends, doing this. And we thank the teachers who are our frontliners right now. If we have the health workers, we thank them very much. But of course, the teachers are now next in line. Come August 24, they will be the one you will see who will reach out to our learners.
USEC, kamusta po ang enrollment? Kasi last week po when we interviewed officials from DepEd, hindi pa ho naaabot yung target. Ano? I think it's just like parang 70+%. Ano pong update dyan?
Ruth, we are expecting or anticipating about 80% of last year enrollees will come in. That means last year it was 27 million, so 80% of that is almost very near. As of today at 8 a.m., we have 22.1 million or 79.52%. So malapit na po nating ma-reach ito. Actually, for the public school, it exceeded the expectation. 91% na po ang nag-enroll sa public school, and we are helping the private school sector because they still have the 30.3%. But we understand some of them are really not officially opening up, meaning yung enrollment nila is ongoing. Plus, there's also a delay in the reporting ng private school. Unlike the public, they have the direct reporting mechanism. For the private school, we usually have 1 to 2 months delay in the reporting.
Ma'am, yung sa 30% sa private, di ba po marami rin pong, you're also expecting yung transferees because of yung financial difficulties experienced by yung families because of the pandemic. Lumilipat po sa public schools. Can the public schools handle that?
Yeah, right now, Ruth, we have about 390,000 reported transferees from the private to public. And we are expecting this. And we are giving the needed augmentation to our regions and schools. Siyempre kapag may increase sa enrollees, may increase din yan sa resources requirements. And we have set aside a buffer for that. But again, the voucher program, which helps our private school sector get some public learners go to them instead of going to the public, is still open. And we're looking into the possibility na i-extend pa rin yung kanilang pag-apply para po hindi sila mag-worry because the program of the government, like the subsidy or the voucher program, is continuing.
Yusek, yung paulit-ulit na lang din na binabanggit ng both teachers and parents yung concern nila dun sa connectivity kasi nga, you mentioned other forms like radio and television na pwedeng gamitin for blended learning. Kaya lang yung iniisip nung iba, baka daw mag-rely too much on internet at wala naman silang pambayad ng wifi or for laptops. Can you just address that concern?
Yeah, again, we reiterate, no? Hindi po kailangan ng immediately by August 24 ay naka-online ang mga bata. Ito po ay binibigay lamang sa mga eskwelahan or LGU na may capacity to do it. And we know that in NCR, some of our LGUs have already committed to the online learning. Pero unfortunately, even NCR is not 100% digital or online. Babalik po rin po sila sa module at ito po ay ibibigay po ng gobyerno through the DepEd. Libre po ang modules. Hindi po dapat bayaran. Uulitin po natin yan. And we know that there are some apprehensions and worries from our parents. But right now, nandun na po kami sa stage ng orientation to the parents para po maintindihan din. One thing that is new with this blended learning is that malaking factor po ang mga magulang or guardians. Kasi kailangan na po kayo, hindi na po pumapasok ang mga bata or focus sa eskwelahan at nasa classroom. Ngayon po ay nasa kanya-kanyang bahay na at kailangan gabayan ng mga magulang at guardians sa kanilang mga anak. Even though this is modular, we need the partnership, the coordination, collaboration with the parents dahil meron din po tayong ibibigay sa kanilang mga orientation. And I can see that you are flashing some of our or putting in the screen the role of the parents. At yan po yung pinaka-importante talaga, Ruth. More than the gadget and the online connection, siguro umpisahan natin sa basic and this is really the parents.
Yusek, huli na lang, yung budget po, is DepEd asking for additional budget lalo na dun sa for technical needs ng mga teachers also, no, na laptops, yun na nga, yung internet connection. Kasama po ba yan sa standby fund doon sa Bayanihan Tula or may iba pang allotment for that?
I am very happy that you raised this question. I handle finance in the Department of Education. I would like to explain that there are two scenarios that we are working with. Yung pong isa ay ideal scenario na sinasabi natin. Ideal means everything is complete, everything that we need is provided. The other one is conservative scenario. And we know that we are in a pandemic. Today and since March, we are in a crisis. So doon po kami pumupunta sa conservative scenario because we are with the government. And we know that the government have limited resources as well. Meron po kaming financing requirement. Ito po ay sinabit natin sa Department of Budget and Management. And they have explained to us and they have given us the accommodation. However, this will only be the conservative scenario. So again, Ruth, you mentioned about the requirements on the equipment, the facilities. Hindi po natin mabibigay yung 100%. And I think no one was ever prepared for this situation. Kaya po lahat ay everyone is adjusting. That is also the reason why we want to we are having this plea. Intindihin po natin kung meron pong mga flaws or meron pong kakulangan ngayon ay ito po ay ating ina-expect. We're not expecting a perfect implementation and we're not expecting 100% readiness. But we are doing our best to adjust. And the government has given us additional funding in amount of 10 billion, 10.4 billion for the learning
Ano ba,
resources. And we are now using
question pa
it.
ako.
Kasama po rito yung mga existing na program namin ay na-readjust or na-realign na natin. At kasama na rin po yung tulong ng local government to their special education fund. So ito po ay I think more than enough for until December.
Okay.
And are now in the stage of proposing for 2021.
Yusek, how will you ensure na lang yung quality of education kahit na ganitong setup na blended learning na hindi rin naman madali both for the teachers, even the parents, and the children? Kasi yung iba nga may proposal pa for academic freeze, di ba? So, how will you ensure na mananatili po yung kalidad ng edukasyon na kanina pa nga lang sinabi nyo challenge na rin yan dun sa ibang subjects? Ano po?
Yes, it has been very challenging using the formal education. No, ng mga bata ay talagang nasa eskwelahan at nakafocus. It will be more challenging to shift to the quality aspect. But DepEd will still push for that. We still want the quality education. That's why meron po tayong ginawa yung most essential learning competencies. Ibig sabihin, yung mga dapat na pag-aralan ng bata ay na-reduce po into 40%. But it doesn't mean that quality is sacrificed because we are able to assess the most essential ones. Kailangan po natin mag-adjust for this but not sacrificing quality.
Okay. Thank you very much for giving us your time, si Yusek Annalyn Sevilla. And we'll be taking